Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good weekend. And I guess it's back to work for most people, or I don't know when your kids go back. Ours has been delayed, so they won't go back to school until like the 9th, because they're putting in a new high school and they're going to have it open, but they need all the teachers. Sorry, I needed a sip of coffee. Um, Needed all the teachers to help move all the stuff at the school, so that's occupying all their time. So they delayed them all coming back from Christmas vacation until like the 9th or something like that, I think my daughter said. So she's just beyond words. So today, as you can see, I've got out my beaded peacock, and I thought we'd work on it a little bit. Last night, and ever since I got this, I have been working on autumn Quakers, and I wanted to show you what it looked like and what kind of progress I've made. So I've got about, let me come out. Whoops, I always invariably, I have to go the wrong direction. So about got, this is like one part of the first page done. So there's like the rest of it over here, so it'll be about yay wide. It's about true to whatever it is on the pattern, as far as size wise. So I've got about a third of it done, and then I'll start working. There's a great big, I'll call it a starbursty thing that goes right here. So we'll see how that turns out, because I'm going to be changing the colors in it to incorporate some blues, because I love blue. But I thought we'd work on this for a bit. I haven't worked on it for a little bit. I've been involved with, it's the pattern on that Autumn Quaker, it's definitely not hard. There's nothing, so far, nothing hard, about it. It's just, I think I'm slowing myself down by changing out colors and stuff. I'm just going to put a few in there because, heaven knows, I would just drop it or hit it or lay it down wrong. But I haven't done anything beaded for about a week now, since I did the last video on this. But sometimes it's just, it's a change of pace, and it helps you not get so burnt out on one thing. But basically, for about a week, all I've worked on is either Hope Runs Deep or worked on my new Quaker, Autumn Quakers with an S, sorry. I love it. So I went back to 1, 2, 3 stitch and put the 3 patterns that I want, like in my wish list, or my cart, so to speak, so that I know what I want. And what I'll probably do is get the patterns and then go from there as far as color goes. And right now I'm just using extra, what do you call it, DMC floss. So, I have no idea. I'm sure that the Death by Cross Stitch is probably 3 or 4. I don't know how many colors. Actually, I thought it was all one color. So, but I've seen it done differently. And then that geometric one, it is by Inky Circles, by the way. I said wrong. I thought it was something else. Okay, so what are we doing here? I'm going a little bit too far. Like I said, it's been a while. I love working on this thing, though. I just absolutely love it. And I love the colors. And, but, there's just definitely not enough hours in the day to work on these things. Yesterday went pretty good at work. It wasn't nearly as busy. Friday just absolutely sucked. It's like everybody in the world decided to leave, and then it had snowed so last night and made everything slick. So sorry I couldn't get a hold of it's kind of different. It's almost as flimsy as the Quaker thing, but it's got a little bit more body to it. But yeah, I do like working on this thing. I just wish I could have a regime, you know, where, okay, I'm going to work on this for 3 hours, and I'm going to work on that for 3 hours. You know, it might help, but I can't be that regimented. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I haven't worked on this since I did the video, so I haven't gotten any more done on the top part of the peacock or whatever. But I thought I'd work with the white, and that way you could at least see where I was putting them. And they're going in pretty good. But I've been watching some diamond painting videos and mainly floss tube videos, just seeing what people are working on and kind of what their plans are. I know I'm like behind on everything, you know. I mean, I'll never catch up, so I might as well just forget that part, and do what I want to do. I mean, as far as what patterns that have appealed to me, of course they're big. I mean, please, could they be anything else? And I watched one floss tube, and this lady had nothing but big projects, and I'm thinking, oh God, this could be me, you know. So I do like some of the small ones, but I'm not going to do it on that small material. I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist and go from there. So, and I'll probably, on the Death by Cross Stitch, I don't want to do it in black. I would rather do it in like maybe a shade of purple, or, you know, like a dark shade of purple or a dark shade of, I don't know. It's going to be like, I love that teal. I love that teal color in thread. Oh my God. It's just beautiful. So I there's a lot of options. It's going to be one color, and I'm going to have to decide. You know, I mean, if it's one color, the main color. I can't remember if I get it mixed up. There's another one. I can't remember if it's more than one color, but I'm thinking it's pretty much like a black stitch, but I don't want to use 310, and I'm not going to use white, you know, as my background. I'm going to get like a color of Ada cloth that kind of corresponds with it. So like if I used like a pale blue Ada and then like a darker blue, like 820, or I don't want to use like, not 939 is dark blue, but I just don't want it that dark of a blue. So I don't know. There's a lot of decisions to be made, you know. So it'll happen, but crap. Hang on. I split that thread and it would not thread for nothing. And forget the threader, it doesn't work on this. Usually I can get this thread. And I'm using, like, I'll take one strand here and I'll double it over, put a knot in it, and go. Because I use 2 strands. I just think it makes it stronger for the piece. But once it's framed and behind glass, because I will find something that is behind glass, because I won't leave this not behind glass after I've gone through all this just to get this done, you know. So a lot of little decisions, you know, but it's not a big, it's got to be done. But I just like to get those patterns while they're still available. And they seem to be pretty popular patterns, you know, so I don't think there's a danger of them going out of print. But I'd like to have them, and even if I don't start them, you know, I'd like to have the pattern. I just think they're intense. I mean, it's that. And then I saw, oh God, I can't think of her name. Off the Grid. I think her name is Olivia. And she is doing like a tapestry one. It's like a Celtic tapestry. Oh, it's beautiful. Just absolutely stunning. You know, and she does such beautiful work. Just beautiful work. And I've been thinking about, like, say, the first of the year, doing, you know, just a video and starting, like, on FlossTube. But I don't know. I haven't come to that conclusion. I don't know if there's rules to that or what, but, you know, just to make them a floss tube and then do it like once a week, because every day it's insanity. But, you know, I kind of like the fact of doing a video every day, you know, if I can. Sometimes I'm either too tired or... Gravy, come on, please. This thread's just giving me hell today. You see it? And I usually don't have problems with this thread. Oh, come on. I may have to... Oh, there we go. Now if I can just pull it easy enough. There we go. Thought I was going to have to do a repair there. Sometimes that happens. Let me see if I can just hang it and let it unwind itself. So, I'll be working on this next year. And, you know, trying to get it done. I'll be working on the tiger. And I should really drag out the roses and pansies. I love that one. And I like it because it's the big plastic beads. But it takes a while. I mean, it's not something that's going to get done in 6 months, you know. I don't work on it enough, and I should. But I don't feel guilty about it. I just don't feel like messing with it. And in the summertime, when it gets busy at work, sometimes this mindless stuff is the best. You know, you don't have to concentrate. Because I know when I get tired and overworked, I can't concentrate on counted stuff. So, who knows? My job right now is good, see, so we've got until June or July before it really picks up and gets busy, but there will be help, so I'm not, dagnabbit, you know, real worried about it one way or the other. So we'll just have to see, because I haven't worked for this place in the summer. And last year I was cooking, or this year, earlier this year, I was cooking in the summer, and it was just physically and a little bit mentally just fried. So that's when I go to diamond painting, because it's monotonous, if you will, you know, enough that I don't have to think about it. I just look up a number and start putting drills down. And this is the way this is. One right after another. So, I don't know. Sometimes you need a challenge, and sometimes you don't, you know. That's just the way that works. But, well, at least for me, that's the way it is. And I don't want to mess up the cross stitch. So. And so far, I've only had to frog out a couple things, because the colors just were not right. There was too much of one color, right? See, that's what happens when you start messing with the pattern and the colors. And so that's why I'm kind of going slow and trying to plan the colors. But I kind of like doing it that way, because it just seemed like it was, I mean, it's a beautiful pattern. The pattern is absolutely positively gorgeous on that Autumn Quakers. But it's just too much of the same color. There wasn't enough of a deviation for me. So that's why I'm changing things. So, but that's kind of how I do things. I have to do it all the hard way, but... And like I said, the pattern itself is not hard. There's only one extra special stitch, you know. So, we will see. I'm just taking it one day at a time and working on it a little bit at a time. Because I just want it to look good when it's done. And there you go. I guess I want it more to look like a sampler, you know, where you use different colors, you know, in a sampler. So, I don't know. It is what it is, but I have been looking at the patterns, and they're not too expensive. I think the Death by Chocolate was the most expensive by about, it's like $30. Like, oh my God. You know, so, yeah, I don't know. And it's windy today. I hope I can get my car door open. It's like 7 degrees or -7. It's just special out there today. It's extra. And it snowed a little bit. I mean, maybe 1/4 of an inch yesterday while I was at work. So that wasn't too bad. And there wasn't a whole lot of wind, but it was sure getting cold. It was about 14 by the time I left work last night. And that was only at 9 o'clock at night. So... Come on. Ugh. It's so slickery. But if I have it nailed down up there, then I can't work on it. I can't lift it up and down, so we'll just have to deal with it. But I'm almost finished this one part of the feather. I like this thread. It's pretty strong. I think it's stronger than, what do you call it? Quilting thread, because I used it for everything. Because I was hand sewing quilt pieces and stuff, and it was really strong. I'd use it instead of like all-purpose thread, if you will. And it just makes it feel more secure. Got one more right here. And then we'll move to someplace else. So, other than that, I'm not working on too much. Just kind of slowing down. I guess I need more, you know, rest. I don't know. Christmas about did me in. Mentally, physically. Just getting tireder these days. But I've been trying to go to bed a little bit earlier, you know, by about a half an hour or so. Just to, hang on, kind of get more sleep, but I seem to wake up at the same time, so who knows? So I haven't been too hip about anything. I did go to Diamond Art Club, and look, they do have my painting. I'm like, oh God. So, you know, everything's coming together here. May have to wait till the middle of the month to get the other patterns, because I want to get that painting before it's gone. But, like I said, not too many have-tos, want-tos, need-tos. But I just think it's a beautiful painting. So, I'm sure you'll hear about it when I get it. But, saw they have it back in stock. Always gets you thinking, but, you know, it's a matter of, well, what do I want the most? You know, the cross-stitch patterns or the diamond paintings. But, like I said, I don't have too many on my list either way, so... It'll just be, it'll be what it'll be. It'll be fine. We'll get it. One way or the other. See, I told you I'd spill it. It never fails. I mean, have I ever done one of these where I haven't spilled it? So I'm glad I only had like 5 in there. We're not losing too many every time I do that. But at least I know. Oh, there's 3 more escapees. Oh, there was more than 5. There was 8 in there. And whatever I lost. I just don't put too many there. So I haven't got any plans to start anything new the beginning of the year. Just kind of taking it slow, you know. I mean, I've been on the fast track here for a whole year and buying and buying and buying and buying. It's like, do some of this crap, you know? Why did you buy it? I don't know. I just needed to have it. So. And I love some of the big ones. Just absolutely love them. But, so, I don't know. We're just going to play it by ear, people, and see what happens. So you'll probably see beaded cross stitch, diamond painting, and plastic beaded cross stitch, or counted cross stitch all year long. So that's, don't have any things to deviate from the other. Excuse me. I get to talk and my throat is so dry from being out in the weather and I bought these little candle things at Christmas to put in the Christmas baskets that I made with all the candy and stuff for the kids. And it was about this big around, and then it has a place where you can fit these little tea lights. And the only red that they had was this sweet apple color. Well, it was red. So, sweet apple scent. And it's right under my nose, so that must be what's, like, causing my nose to go crazy. I should have just sent the rest of them with the kids, because, like I said, I can't even run my wax melts. I gave away my wax melts because it was between that and air fresheners, you know, that you plug in, those Glade things, they just rip my throat to shreds. And let us not even get into incense. I can't even burn incense in the house. If I burn it, I have to just, like, do it for 5 minutes and then put it out, because it just dries my throat out. So that's probably why I'm coughing over here. You know, I'm not smart enough to move it someplace else. What can I say? You know, I've got other things to do here. So, hopefully you can see this okay. That's why I used the white. I mean, not that the other colors aren't pretty, but we need to get these circles all done. And sometimes I'll pick this up and work on it for 3 or 4 days straight. But others, you know, I'll do a video and I'm done. I really like working on this one, because each pattern is different. You know, it's not so much the same, you know what I mean? You got that? And I've just been pulling threads here and there to make the pattern, or the little, we'll call them motifs. That way I can differentiate from what else it is. So, I guess it's the last football week, at least for us. So, yay. I don't know, football hasn't done it for me this year. I just, between work and everything else, I just haven't felt like watching football, and I get to at least listen to it. But it's just not the same. Because last year, I was working for a place where I got Sunday and Monday off, and that helped, so I could always watch a football game, but not this year. So that's okay. I don't mind working the weekends because I don't have to be here for anybody, and my life is not that regimented. But you knew that, right? Alright guys, well, I think that's about all we're going to get done today, because it gets to my back and my neck, but alright, well thank you for joining me, and if I don't put another video out before the new year, I hope everybody has a good New Year's Eve and a new year. It's a new start for everybody, and I hope everybody has a good one and has some plans, and if you don't have plans, hell, just wing it, because God knows I do all the time. And thank you for joining me. If you like this video, sorry, Molly says hi. Kept yelling. Hang on. So, she wants out there, but then she'll get out there, and the wind is blowing so hard, she'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you for joining me, guys, and thank you for all the subscribers that have joined this year. Thank you for everybody that stops by and listens to me ramble on, and as I do whatever craft I'm working on, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your day. God bless. Bye-bye.